Hey, how you doing? AnOmaly, I hope you're getting this. My name's Sean McGough. Nobody knows me. It's a long story, kid. You're speaking with God, man. All the questions you're asking, Trump, DeSantis, stepping up for that First Amendment. You're walking with the kid. I don't like walking. I ride. It's a long story. I got a million of them. People think they're fake. People think they're lies. What do I know? Only what God showed me. And then I can make some shit up too and spin it. I can spin a yarn like the best of them. But you know what? I don't need to. Made 1,000 videos. I don't know how many videos. I lost track. Trying to get Thomas Sowell into everyone's heart, minds, and souls of this country. Because the he's not only a genius, he's lived the American dream. He grew up rough. You know his story. I picked him because he's black. There was Milton Friedman. There was lots of people who made sense, but also Thomas Sowell on history, on life, his life experience. I forget white kids, black kids. If you've struggled, you'll see yourself in his story. But anyway, I didn't know if it was God or the devil talking to me. And then I heard both voices. I've heard them my whole life. It's a long story. I got a million. I made them. I got videos, 10 minutes. A lot of them I can't listen to. I put it on. I never knew I was that angry. I had to do a lot of self-inflection, and the way you hear me talk, that's not what goes on in my head. Oh, in my head, I've swallowed the thesaurus, for Christ's sakes. I just don't like talking that way because people would put you off. I don't want to talk to you. And then when I get into conversations, I find myself using language that I said, where did that come from? The VA says I'm bipolar. They don't know the half of it. Nobody does. Well, I've told it, but nobody believes it. There's a reason Thomas Sowell never became president. It should have went Reagan, Sowell. He wouldn't sell out. I told the story, nobody believes me. I gave up my life for the world. But I wasn't sure who I was talking to, and God says, use me, get out there, do a show, do something, get them out there, because all I had to do was convince people it wasn't Trump God wanted in the White House. It was all this shit to be exposed. Oh, I made a confessional video somewhere. I met my wife when she was a minor. I was 19. She was, I tried to get away from her. She kept following me. That's a long story. I joined the military so I could get killed. I put her name on the thing. It's a long story. And nothing better to do. Oh, yeah, that's where I was going with this, too. The kid told me to give you a buzz because, well, I listen to his old man. He keeps getting me arrested. 3 times I get arrested trying to give the word. Oh, well, it's also because I tried to nuke the world. That's one of the stories back there. 2 of them were by accident. God don't let me lie. Okay, all 3 were on purpose. But it wasn't my fault. The devil goaded me twice. Once I was just pissed at all of you. And Mary said, God bless. So I said, hey, if the old lady gives... Oh, don't call her the old lady. Don't talk to anybody like I do, kid. That's why I share you and Kevin's Corner and B. Tatum and Thomas Sowell. People who make sense in this world. And Jesus. And God. And even if you don't believe in Jesus, he says he'll introduce yourself when your time comes. But you got to believe in his old man, because if you don't believe in his old man, you're not going to get anywhere. I'm just saying. But that being said, where the hell was I going here, kid? A little help. Oh, yeah, my life story's a mess. I don't know how to write. You do it. You're a smart kid. I'll never put all this shit together because I procrastinate. So if you'd like a job, or a challenge anyway, check out all my videos. Go to the first one that says where it started. That was Christmas Eve. I went to work that night. I could run, I could go. I wanted to jog a marathon. I smoked weed for like 2 weeks before that, and I stopped smoking because I said, God's talking to me or the devil. I don't know which one, but I feel great. I'm going whichever one talks to me. Whoa, this is awesome. And I had my friend at work film me. I've talked to him for 30 years. He's a tough kid to get laughing. I can make him laugh on a dime. Anyway, I can make anybody laugh. It's just, I don't know, that's a long story, kid. I missed my calling. I told those a long time ago, too. But anyway, where the hell was I going with this? A little help here, kid. I get a little off track. I got 3 voices in my head. They go crazy. The VA says I'm not schizophrenic. The 2 of the guys say I am. The last guy, he's a little lazy. That's my super ego. The VA says I did a bad analysis in my head. They said, 3 guys in my head. So what the fuck do they know? They think some men get pregnant. Go look at the VA. They'll tell you that. I can't even talk the way you talk. I got to use pronouns. I told them to go fuck yourself. I'm a Catholic, and I'm a Roman Catholic. I'm not a goddamn Judeo-Christian. I go with God. And you know what? Sorry about it. We know who killed this kid. Fuck it. It ain't your fault, people, but you followed your leaders just like we're following ours, and they're taking us right down the sewer of hell. But hey, what the fuck? 200 million dead before we hit the nukes? I'm okay with that. Fuck it. I've seen it. But you go ahead, kill all those cows in Ireland, do whatever the fuck you. Don't get me going to politics. I get pissed and I'll get ranting and raving. This is me. I'm an angry, mean, nasty motherfucker. I would have been a good Marine because I would have been a sergeant major by now, and I would have had some colonel or general or somebody. I would have had somebody's fucking ear into that White House. But no, I had to be a fucking moron my whole life. What the fuck? I told those stories too. I can't focus. When I focus, I can fucking get shit done, but I can't focus. Save my fucking life. If I ever could, I would put my foot up everybody's ass and kill the whole fucking world. Oh yeah, I already tried to do that 2 times. Never mind. Where the fuck was I going to? Oh yeah, if you want a challenge, I gave my life to save the world. 3 times I gave away my soul. The devil fucking wouldn't take God, wouldn't take it. And then it's a long story. They're in there somewhere. Anyway, if it's worth anything to you, kid, do my life story for me. If you make any money, we'll split it. Do it on video. I don't care how you do. I don't know the videos. If we could do a reaction too. I'd love to meet you. I think you're hilarious, and I think you got your shit together, although you're in California, and I hate that fucking state. Last time I was there, that poor San Francisco. Oh, I saw a guy crapping in the street from the top of a tour bus. Isn't that something? That's the worst thing. Oh, the snort. That's not good. Anyway, where the hell was I going with this? Yeah, so if you like a challenge, kid, I'll keep this as short as I can. It's not easy for me. I get to going and the 3 guys, and I start telling. I was trying to be pissed off today. It's Flag Day, and I'm in Massachusetts, the state we worship Satan, and we're going straight to hell. I mean, people are at Target. I play the Target song, and they're giving me lip. They said, oh, you're one of the right-wing extremists. I said, no, I'm one of those common-sense people who know a man and a woman, and then a woman. Don't get me started. And they get mad at me. I said, you go fuck yourselves. God bless. They don't know what to say to all of that. But I'm not the best guardian angel. What can I tell you? I just try to do what I can do. I try to tell you the mistakes I made. Don't make them. People to follow, go follow. People like you. Look what a young man can do. Got his head on straight, uses critical thinking, follows God in the world. If you're not following geopolitical information, you're not seeing what's going on in the whole world. We have not been in charge forever. Forever. I've seen it. I've gone back. Oh, I'd like to. Oh, I get so mad at Republicans, Democrats. All the way back to some of the founding fathers. Punch them right in the. God, I've seen too much, AnOmaly. I've seen too much. I can make predictions, but I'm only right like 3 out of 7, sometimes 5 out of. Nah, it's not even that high. 5 out of 10. No. So why I'm not making money that way. I don't want to make money grifting. I'm a pretty funny guy. I'll make fucking jokes. And I turn into me, and then I go die. I try not to do lowbrow humor anymore. I try not to piss off my wife, too. That's why I didn't listen to God, too. I said, hey, I'll piss off my wife. Let me go a different way. Because she got me pissed off no matter what you do. I said, yeah, probably, but let me go my way first. And I became a bet with the devil, and the devil says, oh, I made him laugh. I went to hell, and then I went deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and he thought that was hilarious. And then lots of shit happened along the way. Follow my videos. Anyway, where the hell was I going with this kid? A little help. Yeah, so if you think you can make a buck of my insanity, go ahead and shoot the world, kid. Go for the works. I'm a crazy fuck, but I talk to God and the devil. I don't like neither one of them, actually. They begin on my... Actually, I like the devil because he listens. God don't ever listen. Well, that's good because he wouldn't be here. Oh, did I tell you I gave him my soul? Well, the devil gave it. I got scared. The devil... Well, I didn't get scared. The devil got scared because me and the kid were fucking around with lightning. God gave us 1 shot at lightning, and the kid said, what do we do with it? I said, well, we zapped the devil. And it was God. The devil had told us, and God knew everything. He watched it and laughed his balls off. It didn't come out that way, but he told me about it. He said, I knew you were going to do it. I said, how the fuck did you know? He said, who am I? I said, oh yeah, never mind. I learned how to bark him out, but he figured out how to do it, and then I got to figure out how to go back around again. It's a long story, and I can't tell you how I do it, but if I could. I've done some shit recently. Oh, that truck flipped over. That wasn't good. Don't fuck with the devil. It's not cool. No, sometimes nobody got killed. No. Anyway, yeah, weird shit happens. I don't like it. The more you get closer to God, the closer you can get to the devil if you ain't paying attention, and that's why people flip so easy. Man, it's so easy. Oh, I've done so many things. Oh, it's so fun. It's so scary. Anyway, this is me. My name's Sean McGough. Yeah, I am what I am. I am what I am, like Popeye would say. I do a little singing and dancing, too. I've been awake now. Well, no, I just woke up. I was asleep. Like I said, it's Flag Day. I took the night off so I could go celebrate, and I was going to march in the parade and do everything. And I said, I feel energy now, and I feel spirits, and I would have been pissed off. I would have been angry, and somebody would ask me what's wrong, and I would have went on a tirade and said, you're all a bunch of Satanists, Democrats, sons of bitches, marching this flag day that you don't even believe, and I bet I see more rainbow flags than I see American flags, so you know what? Go fuck yourselves. And then it might have turned into a fight, and I would have told people what I tell everybody these days. If you put hands on me, be prepared to lose your fucking life. And then you're threatening to kill me? I said, no, I'm telling you, if you put hands on me, I am going to kill you. And if I do not, you better kill me, because I will come back to kill you. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm 100% disabled now. Get you a long way. And I'm not saying I use that. I'm just saying they think I'm a lot crazier than I am. I used to be really crazy. Boy, did I hide it. Maybe if I just let it out, I could have focused. I would have figured out this mess. I've done the psychology. From Andrew Clavin, I've gone to Jordan Peterson. From Jordan Peterson, I've done the Jung and Freud. And from Freud and Jung, I went to people that they talked about. And I did what you talked about, going on deep dives and Tim Pool deep dives. What the hell's a deep dive? When one person talks about that person, well, if that person you agree with is talking about somebody else, then you take that person and go a little deeper, and then you use that person and go a little deeper. And by the time you get done, you go, holy shit, this all makes sense. Wow, no wonder they talk to those guys. And then everybody has to twist it around and make it all so hard to fucking understand again. And it pisses me off all over again. And I said, then I get going on God about the Bible, because he kind of does the same shit. He says, you've listened to it how many times? Now, I don't read, I listen. I find the ones that do it with the Bible. I make sure they didn't change any shit. You better check your Bibles. They're taking verses out and changing shit and pronouns. Fucking going with the devil, these sons of bitches. You better check your... If it's printed in China, you better burn it. That's not burning a fucking Bible. I don't think so, because they've changed some shit. Go check it out. I found one. I saw it online, and then there was a video this guy made and said, look, this is the edition. And I went and all the bookstores I could find, I found. Sure enough. Yep. I forget that it's on video. Go find him. He's on there. Yep. Changing the Bible, going after Christ. If you kill Christ again, you're fucking done. Normally, you're so right about that First Amendment. If you talking about Christ illegal, you know what? The kid can deal with you not believing in him, like I said. But the old man's a little pissed trying to kill his kid twice. That is not going to go over good. Oh, that devil just come up. I gave him a pass, sorry. It's a long story. It's back there somewhere. He don't give a fuck what happens anymore. Oh, but he ain't on board with abortion, by the way. That story's back there, too, somewhere. I got a way of making people a little crazy, even if they're from hell. Actually, God made the devil a little crazy for the last 55 years or so. Well, no, actually, it's only been 50 years, because that's the first time I sliced my hand open and they started arguing. Kind of funny, because I was born in 67. 72, 5 years later. That's when Thomas Sowell, I believe, wrote his first book. And he was on the verge of being something that was a dynamo. And the world said, you know what? This guy makes a little too much sense, and we can't change him. So we're going to have to quiet him down and maybe just not listen. And if we ignore him enough, the world won't listen. Ain't that funny? I've made how many videos and the world won't listen? I'm giving the world a chance. I'm no savior. I'm no saint. I'm a damn court jester for the king. And I humor his minion. You didn't like that? Checking for lightning. So I told this joke about it. I make everything into a joke. I'd soften everything up too. I use a lot of hyperbole too, so you can't figure out what I soften and what's hyperbole, because you know what? It makes for a better story. It's like the Bible. Sometimes there's a little hyperbole because man's involved. Sometimes there's some bullshit. Sorry, man, because man's involved. Them 10 Commandments. Hand of God, Constitution. Is it perfect? No, but about as close as you're going to get. I'd say it's probably the second most perfect document ever written. And we're trying to get rid of both as the country. Ain't that something? And both of them were established under God. We're going to get rid of God because we're listening to Klaus Schwab. Ain't that a bitch anomaly? Right now we got about 3 years. The way things are going, these guys killing them. That's not the nukes. Yeah, that's awful ways. I try to scare people into listening to me. I just soften it up. I says, I am. I just blew up my brain, Jacob's ladder. That's what I tell people. I find things like you and I point them out. I wanted to make this a minute and I went over. Anyway, if you think it's a good idea, push Thomas Sowell. Stay on track with God and the First Amendment, asking all the questions from DeSantis and Trump. I've given up completely on Democrats. If you're still following this party, you're a Satanist. Full-term abortion. I've made the videos done. I'm going to go with. Like I said, we can do reaction videos because I have no clue what I said on. I was that angry talking, man. I turned it on and I'm swearing. I'm like, oh my God, my wife put up with this for 30 fucking years. Now I know I've been in so many fights in my head. It's so smashed up. Besides playing sports without a helmet, it's not easy to find one that fits this head. I'm the only asshole who knows when the world's going to end. I can joke. Yeah, I got a lot of guilt. I might have got us all nuked because if people listened to me before the election, maybe, just maybe, they could have been. Unfortunately, I knew I was talking to God by that time. But I made a bet with the devil. Ain't that stupid? I figured, fuck it. Who am I? I'm only one man. God said, that's the whole point. I said, yeah, but this is way more fun. They'll have to find me just like they have to find you in the Bible. And then when they find me, it'll be hilarious. And then they'll find you because then they'll find Thomas Sowell and my job's done. Right? The kid says, no, because I'm having a blast. Let's go entertain. I said, what? He said, I ain't gonna be done with you. Maybe my old man will. Hey, he don't put it down this way. I just break it down. I said, you're shitting me, right? He says, you know how time works, right? And I said, yeah, I get it. He said, well, how much time do you actually think I'm spending with you, you dumb fuck? I said, you got a point. He don't talk like that. I just had to him for him. He kind of likes that. I gangster him up a little bit. You see what I do with Amazing Grace. People hate that. Although the priest thought it was pretty cool. And I had... that's a long story. Anyway, am I crazy? Yeah, probably. I've blown my life up. My marriage. My kids hate me. My wife hates me. I told my story, man. I should be dead. Her parents should have killed me a long time ago. But something told them no. Should have been arrested. Something told them no. I tried to get away. Tried to die. War ended before I got out of freaking boot camp. Stupid. Anyway, I can't get nothing right. Anyway, if you think it's a funny story or entertains you a little bit, you think you can make a buck with it? I could use a buck. I need a new car. My window don't open, and I got a lot of jokes I try to tell out this window. But all I can do is mime people. Although I beat a Jaguar and a Ferrari. No, the Ferrari was here. The Jaguar, I honked my horn, and they were on either side of me, and I had no cars in front of me. So I said, I honked my horn, and I pointed at the car on my right, the Jaguar, two-door. Oh, my God, the thing was gorgeous. And then the Ferrari over here, and I went like this, and I went like this, and they both looked at me, what? And they wanted to fight or something. I'm like, no, race. And this one I had to yell. And they were like, what? I go, let's race, quarter mile. And I jammed on my gas and I took off. Well, they had stuck in traffic. So when I beat them on the quarter mile, I threw up my arm in the air and I put a number one. I win. And the people around me saw that and they were laughing. And the two people come up next to me and they're laughing. I said, that was a compilation from God, Diablo, the kid, and Mary. You're welcome. God bless. And they all laughed like I kept saying, oh my God, God bless. So if I bring God to you in that kind of manner, what's wrong with that? I just got my own way. I'm just saying. God thinks it's pretty funny. But anyway, if you think I got anything to go, maybe I'm just nuts, kid. I tried to save the world. I figured if I saved the world, you all owe me a buck. And I don't know how many people are on the planet, but if 10% said, hey, fuck it, I think that's worth a buck, I'm doing all right. If I give away 10%, if I give away 75% of that 10%, then you got to go to Pat Gray for that kind of math. I can't do that kind of math. Ask Jeffy. Take it easy on Matt Walsh, too. I mean, come on, man. Anyway. Oh, and check out Kevin's Corner. I think you'll like him. He's a good guy. Although he's a huge Trump guy. You got to convince him to stop the idolatry. And I think all this shit's just going to make Trump stronger, and I don't know what. If we don't get this country believing the things that we used to believe, it doesn't matter who the fuck's in the White House, kid. Please, do your best. Get Thomas Sowell on every freaking network. Give this world a chance. It's not about me. If you get to the end of this and you say, this guy's just a crazy fuck, I'm all right with that. Maybe someone else will want to take the challenge up. I was bored with nothing. I'll die with nothing. Fuck it, I don't care. What I want you to do is try to do your best to get Thomas Sowell, only because the man is a genius. And his life story is the American dream. And maybe a black kid see what a real black man looks like and does, and how these asshole liberal black people use all of Thomas Sowell's tenets to get where they are, and now they're telling these same kids to abandon. I made a video about it. Pisses me off. You got a voice. People talk about you. You don't even think you realize there's lots of people, regular channels, like I listen to AM. That's a long story. I never sleep. I hear your name being popped up everywhere. You and Turtle Boy. He's a local kid in Boston. You, not your style. Let's put it that way. I like him. For my own reason. He protects the First Amendment as well. He's a pretty good reporter, too, as far as Boston stuff goes. But maybe you would like him, because you know what? He's honest. Crazy. His morals suck. Yeah, you'd probably like him. Maybe you could help him, too. He helped me. You helped me. Lots of people helped me. I consider y'all guardian angels. So if I give a shout out to another guardian angel who helped me, maybe by me pointing you out to somebody else, helps them and they get it going, and it's, marketing, I guess. Anyway, the kid says to give you a buzz. Yeah, Jesus, that kid gets on my nerves. He's awful preachy. He hates that joke pieces, eh? People laugh. Anyway, I'm going to leave him right here with you, if you don't mind. I'm going to take Diablo with me. Normally has a 2-drink minimum. That's an old joke. What can I say, kid? I wasn't going to make any more videos. I tried to be pissed off and not talk to people today, and I can't even get out of my goddamn driveway. Excuse my French. Not really French. Don't talk to God like I do. Like, that's what I tell people. That's what he tells me to tell people. People think that's crazy. Maybe the VA's right. Maybe I am handling my PTSD just right. Or maybe I just walk with God and that scares the shit out of them. I'm going with B, because those crazy fucks tell me some men get pregnant. Who's nuts? I know I got mine. Just saying. God bless, kid. If you're up to the challenge, send me a buck here or there, will you? I don't care. God bless you. Stay true. Fight the cause. You need more like you. I don't think you'll ever make it as a politician, kid. You'll have to sell out. We don't need any more sellouts. I just talked to a... Oh, that's what got me. It pissed me off. I'll tell you one more story. I talked to a family from New York today, and 17-year-old man, they were up here. They were at a soccer tournament or something. I forget what the hell they were at, but they heard me joking in 7-Eleven, where I go all the time, and I tell jokes and sing and dance and act like a goddamn fool when the Holy Ghost is with. I know. Anyway, So, it's the devil coming out. I wanted to chew so bad I almost bought a can of tobacco. I used to chew and smoke cigars and drink whiskey all at the same time. That used to gross people out so much that they couldn't drink anymore and then give me their shots. Thanks. Anyway, where was I going with that? Am I grifting? Yeah. Is it a grift? No, I got something to offer. If you're willing to pay for it, I mean, everyone says it's grifting, but I don't think that's grifting. Shit, especially the way everything's going today. If I could afford to, that's what I want to do when I get some money. I just want to go to channels and throw $1,000 and say this is for a place that I just ate at, that had the best people and the best service, and give them a hand. And this is for Sean's song and the First Amendment. Bam. Even if everybody, actually, I want to do that on Turtle Boy just to piss off everybody in this state. Oh, that'll make everybody so angry. That would make me so fucking happy. Oh, God likes him because, well, there's a lot of people that were like me as a kid. Needed somebody to point shit out. I used to get embarrassed when I found myself speeding and get in the police journal. Everybody called you out in a small town. Well, you learn how to not get caught. That's not a good thing. Learn how not to do it. That's what I tell people now. You don't have to worry about getting caught. I got my own way, kid. I'm a guiding angel, maybe not the best one. That's why I tell people to go see you. As one guy tells me, maybe I am better on the street rather than on the stage. So I keep telling God, people piss me off. I get in a room full of people, and if there's bad energy, I'm turning into me, and I'm letting it rip, and Sam Kinison ain't got nothing when I get going. Well, yeah, he does, because that's what he does. Banging dead people. Oh, my freaking God. Give the story to me. Love that guy. So did God. Lots of people got turned on to God by Sam. Weird or not. So God says if he can do it, you can do it. But I don't want to be remembered as a comedian. I want to be remembered as a guy who tried to save the fucking world and at least put everything he had into it and gave his soul and his heart and soul to try to save a bunch of motherfuckers that he don't even like because he seen how stupid they are to each other. Men in Black was right. People are wonderful, but as a society, we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Oh, I just turned into me. I'm sorry. Anyway, God bless you, kid. If you're up for the challenge, this was only supposed to be a minute or two. But if you're up for the challenge, I don't need a contract. I trust you. Do what you want to do. You gotta start at the very beginning, work your way up. That's a lot of hard work and a lot of stupid shit. Oh, my voice is annoying as fuck. I know. I'm good for 10 minutes. I was gonna go low brow and wife jokes and all kinds of things, but part of I turn into me, kid. Lots of people say that's okay. I said, nah, I don't want to use God and me in the same gosh dang sentence. God says it's alright, kid. I said, nah, it ain't. Nah, it ain't. I'm working on it, kid. I'm working on it. As it goes. I had an idea. I already gave that one to someone else, so we'll see if they want to still go with it. If not, fuck it. Nah, it's a good idea. It's a charity thing. No. Alright, we'll hold on to that one. But the kid says give you a call. I don't know how to work the internet that great, so I figured fuck it. Do what I do best, talk. I don't do that great either. I swear a lot. I'm sorry. Be careful of anything that's not labeled on any video I made. Man, I don't know what I said, but it's rough. Like I said, I don't know how they do those things, reaction things. I'm waiting to see. I might die laughing myself, or I might go, oh, Jesus Christ, I said that? I don't know. Some of them God said print. They said print. Okay, I printed it, but I have no idea what I said. Once I get fired up, things come out. I don't know. So I scare myself. There's a lot of videos I cut out. Oh boy, did I cut those ones out. Scared the shit out of me. Anyway, God bless you, kid. If you do anything, just put Thomas Sowell in all our schools, get them on our networks, give the world a chance. As far as the election, if we don't get the country in the right direction of how it believes in itself, and back to God and Jesus, put at least God and understanding man and woman. Matt Walsh's movie is probably the most important thing in our lifetimes. People don't want to believe it, but it is. I can only point you to truth. What you can decide for yourself, but what I believe is truth. That's how news works. That's how God's truth. You know that. Like I said, I wouldn't want to make no more videos, but I entertained today for last night. So many screw ups. I was 3 hours late for my. It's a long story, kid. You want to laugh? I'll tell you what. Call Twin Rivers Casino. Well, maybe you'll find out if I'm funny or not. Call Twin Rivers Casino in Rhode Island. As for the security guard named Phil, Phil. I know you're not a Phil. 2023, and they could spell it Phil, Fill. Yeah, I'm Phil. Anyway, see if he thinks I'm funny or not. And then that's a real critique. I worked the whole casino last night, singing, dancing, joking. If you can do that and make people laugh at a casino, well, Encore didn't like it. They don't believe in God too much. The people are wonderful, but the management, Anyway, here's what it is, kid. I ain't that gift from God that anybody wanted. I'm just a court jester who told God no. He wanted me to be that guy. I said, no, you put that shit on somebody else. Oh, yeah, it goes back to John the Baptist. I told God to put the world on my shoulders. He says, I didn't do that to that guy. Why would I do it to you? I said, what are you, a pussy? Well, God, listen, don't ever fucking challenge him like that. Oh, it won't work out for you. He'll take you. He'll take you places you don't want to go. And then all of a sudden you go to places he don't want you to go. And he says, what the hell's wrong with you? And I said, yeah, it's a long story. I got a lot of them. If you're interested, send me a buck and we'll get together one of these days for a beer. No Bud Light. Sam Adams. Summer Brew. Oh, good stuff. Try it. I love it. Anyway, they only make it in the summer, though. I guess that's why it's called Summer Brew. But I like it all year round, so I buy it and stock up. But anyway, God bless, kid. It is what it is. My name's Sean McGough. Am I crazy? Nah. I'm enlightened. Amazing Grace makes so much more sense to me these days. I get the Holy Ghost, kid. Bottom line. I'm so pissed off right now, if you only knew. Why am I so pissed off? I'm floating on the air, the way I was the first night I got arrested, talking with God. Why would you come to me? And he said, why not? So many people I talked to, I said, you know what he said to me? They said, why not? I said, how do you know? He said, because that's what he said to me. And what? And then I get how easy it is for these grifters to manipulate people, because I've had people come find me. It's creepy. I tell them, I want to nuke you. You understand that, right? I'm not a nice guy. I tried to nuke you 3 times, and you've heard my jokes. I'm not joking. I'm twisted, but I'm not the guy. But they literally go like, dude, it's so easy. So easy. I said, no, hell no. I'm not that guy. They scared the shit out of me. They were nice people. They were religious people. Try to get me into their church, but they come to find me. But then when I started really getting theological with them, the guy, I saw the looks on their faces, and I broke out some stuff that I don't even know where it came from, but I focused, and I was pissed because you would tell me I don't talk to God. You tell me your Bible. Now, well, they believed in the King James, but they had it a little twisted until I straightened their asses out. And then they said, you come here often? I said, every day, but don't think this conversation's going that far again. So that's not me. I told you. I walk with God, but I don't like walking. And they went, oh, okay. Have a great day, sir. I said, you don't got to call me sir. But thank you. You have a great day, too. God bless. And they say, God bless. I use God and the devil, not like I really want to. It's so much easier to use the devil, I'm telling you what. So much freaking easier. And that's what the devil wants me doing. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that either. And then that's a long story. God's like, well, you know it's me now. And I said, yeah, but now I got a bet. And if I don't see Thomas Sowell on every network, we're all going to blow up. And fuck it. It's probably not a good thing. That's why I'm coming to you, because at least if I do that much, yeah, it's 50-50. The first part, yeah, maybe if Trump get in the White House, we might still be right here where we are now, but who knows? No, we wouldn't be, obviously. No, we wouldn't be. I'm just lying my ass off. Oh, everything would have been different if he would have just been not an asshole his last year in office. What a dickhead. You know the fucking story. You've been saying it. I was watching it. Anyway, I've seen what happens from it. You've already figured it out yourself. So what the hell am I telling you, kid? I can't tell you nothing you don't know either. And you probably know the Bible better than I do. The only thing I know better than you is the devil. You don't want to know him. I'll give you my last thoughts, kid. What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What I do? Go like that. And then I go like that. Jeez. And then go like that. No, you call that PTSD. You call that a grift. You call that whatever you like. But I ask why. Why did I wake up another day? God says, because in ancient time. I said, hey, kid, talk to your old man. He said, he's the boss. I said, I know, but you got his ear, man. No, he's the boss. And I asked the old lady, hey, don't look at me. That pisses me off. Pisses me off. So I looked at the devil. So what about you, you mother effing P? I gotta get nasty and mean and do some things. I ain't gonna tell you how. He comes up and he says, you're kidding, right? I said, what? He said, he told me no. What the fuck you mean by that? I said, he's the boss. Everything bad. I ain't even gonna get into it. You know the deal. You can figure it out. Go look it up. All I'm gonna tell you is I wake up and I ask why. I don't say thank you, Lord. I don't say God bless. I don't say nothing except why. I gave up my soul. They all give it back to God. I walk alone because I creep people out, make them laugh. You know, they'll come to my show. But in person, they know there's something about me that maybe he's crazy, but he's also off because he told me something that there's no way he should have known. It gets weird. Also, I use a lot of TV to learn things too, like that show Psych, how he does things, and I practice it, and I go, wow, that my brain can do that. And I practice things, and it's a long story. I might be a little smarter than I pretend. That being said, kid, it's hard for me to focus. It hurts so much. My brain is in turmoil right now. The things I could have done if I could have learned how. You're right about pharmaceuticals. Everything you've been right about, kid. Everything. If people would just listen. Will they? I'm just one man, and so are you. I'm willing to give my soul to you to maybe bring people through the woods to the light. You think of that song from Alabama, it's one of my favorites. Reminds me of my friend Dave, my best friend's father. When I hear God's voice now, that's the voice I hear. It's Alabama, Angels Among Us. Jesus says, you know that's your theme song, right? I said, no, I wanted it to be friends in low places. God got pissed at that one, which I knew he was gonna, but the kid laughed, and the devil thought that was hilarious, and that's how I roll all the time. When I tell that shit in public, people think that's hilarious, but they don't understand the whole conversation. If I could actually tell them in the vocabulary that's in my head, oh, yeah. It would be quite the intellectual conspiracy. Anyway, God bless you, kid. I've gone on way more than I should have. If you want a challenge, take it on. Sean's song. Make it yours. That's all I try to do. Take the truth, take joy and wisdom, make it my own, and bring it to the masses. Maybe I ain't the best at it, but I do my best at it. Kid says that's good enough. Sometimes I just listen. God bless, my friend. God bless. If you take nothing from this, please push Thomas Sowell. Get him on every network. We're running out of time. Well, you are. We get the nukes. You're welcome.